So we have a couple ways that we can approach this problem. We need to find out how many students are in each class. Looking at this one, Mr. Smith's class, we can do a simple mental math type of method in this case, because we know that the amount absent is 1/3, and that is equal to 4 students. That means we know that the students who are present are 2/3, because absent and the present make up the whole class. So if 1/3 of the students of the class were 4, equal to 4 students, then how many students does 2/3 represent? Well, if 1/3 is equal to 4, then 2/3. 2/3 is simply 1/3 times 2, or 1/3 doubled. So that means we can take the 4 students and just double it to get what the value of 2/3 is. So what's 4 times 2? 8. Very good. Okay, so make sure you're labeling your tape diagram in this way as well. This is mental math you could have just done. Now, you can easily find the total of students in this class by adding up the absent and the present. What is 4 plus 8? 12. Very good. So Mr. Smith's class has 12 students. So that one is done. Okay, awesome job. Label that at the top. Now let's look at Mrs. Jacobs' class. We know that 2/5 are absent and that 2/5 equals 4 students. We don't know what the 3/5 represents. And it's not easy. I can't just double it. 2/5 doubled would be 4/5. I can't just do that in this case. So what can we do? What have we done in the past? Let's erase that for a second. You can see we have represented our fraction model with parts. Okay? So let's draw a nice thicker line here so we can see just what we're talking about. 2/5. Let's break this up. What are we going to actually, let's ask you guys again. What are we going to partition our fraction model by? How many partitions? How many sections? 5. Awesome. I know some of you said it. Why? Because our denominator that we're talking about in both cases is 5. Okay, we are talking about fifths. So let's just adjust our fraction model to be in fifths for a second. Okay, awesome. That's why you use pencil, in case you need to erase. So, good. So we have 5 pieces now, so we have fifths. 2/5 are the absent folks, and that is equal to 4. Now we have a remaining 3/5 who are our present people, our present students, and we don't know how much that is, but we can figure it out. Why? Because if we know that 2/5 is 4, we have just 2 chunks here. What is this 4 divided in half? 2. Very good. So we know that each block represents 2 students, because this 2/5 is 4 students, and all you have to do is just cut it in half and figure out how many students is in each one. Good. So that means that each of this 1/5 is 2 students. You see that? So now 2 students, that makes up our 2/5, our 4 students who are absent. Now just continue on the 2. Each 5th is 2 students. So 2, 2, 2. So our 3/5 represents how many students? 6. So what is my total? How many in my entire class? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Bam. 10 students in the entire class. Okay, awesome job on this. Make sure that you have all of this labeled and written out. Okay, beautiful job, guys.